Okay, it's April 3rd, 2026. Time to synthesize the signal from the noise. And today, believe me, that signal is coming in loud and clear. And this is really the heart of it. We are watching the entire concept of synthetic trust get locked down from multiple directions at once. You know that whole era of playing fast and loose with digital identity? Yeah, that's slamming shut hard. So first up, let's look at the most visible part of this lockdown. The whole abstract idea of a digital person, an AI persona. It's not a novelty anymore. It is officially becoming subject to some very concrete state-level rules. What we're seeing is this kind of global pincer movement on synthetic identity. On one side, you've got China, building this entire governance framework from the ground up. They're basically treating synthetic humans as a whole new class of entity that needs to be managed. And on the other side, Germany is coming in hot with criminal law. So, different tactics, but the same target, getting the fake people under control. China's draft rules are a giant tell. I mean, the state is essentially saying that synthetic people, we're talking AI companions, virtual idols, the whole shebang, they are now important enough to need their own behavioral laws. This isn't just some tech policy. This is the state defining the legal boundaries for a new kind of personhood. And when the state starts defining personhood, you pay attention. And this is the other side of that pincer. Germany is not messing around with some vague platform guidelines. We are talking about actual prison time. So why does this matter so much? Because it's a declaration that synthetic reality has very real-world consequences. The goal here isn't just to punish a few bad actors. It's to reestablish a real cost for malicious deception in an age where seeing is no longer believing. This quote really nails the crucial shift. The legal system is finally starting to treat synthetic abuse with the gravity it actually deserves. It's recognizing that an attack made of pixels can be just as violating, just as real, as one in the physical world. But the story doesn't stop with just new rules for fake people. The second, and maybe less visible part of this lockdown is happening at the infrastructure level. Governments aren't just writing rules, they are tightening their grip on the foundational systems that build and run AI in the first place. So let's take an institution like the UK's Alan Turing Institute. Its whole reason for being was to be this beacon of open, blue sky research, right? Pushing the frontiers of knowledge for everyone's benefit. Just keep that idealistic picture in your head for a second. And now, this. Look, this is not just some light housekeeping. This is a complete doctrinal shift. A flagship open research body is being told point blank to fall in line with state security priorities. And the implication there? Well, the age of purely open, borderless AI research might just be ending, co-opted by national interest. This is what it looks like when a new doctrine is formed in the wild, and frankly, it looks like a recruiting poster. Then there's this mess. The Oxios compromise isn't just another hack. No, it's a brutal reminder that the entire internet still runs on what are basically volunteer-maintained Lego bricks. And a nation-state just demonstrated how ridiculously easy it is to poison one of those little bricks and turn it into a mass distribution channel for malware. And that's exactly where this part of the story takes us. We're moving away from the clean, high-level policy debates and going down, way down, into the messy, goblin-filled basement of software dependencies and real-world infrastructure risk. So, okay, we have four stories that seem totally separate, right? China's new regulations, Germany's laws, the UK's institutional pivot, and a supply chain attack. But they're not separate at all. They're just different rooms in the exact same house. So let's trace the pattern. The connective tissue here is, well, it's nasty, and it's crystal clear. As AI makes personhood easier and easier to fake, governance has to become more centralized, and infrastructure becomes strategically critical. So what happens? Synthetic people get rules. The abuse of those synthetics gets a criminal framing. The national institutes that build them get state priorities. And the code they all run on, that becomes a strategic battleground. And this is the bottom line. This is the trend line. We're watching synthetic identity transform into a form of governable infrastructure. Regulators aren't treating AI personas like some novelty product anymore. They're treating them like a new category of risk, one that can trigger safety rules and privacy limits and fraud controls, just like a power grid or a water supply. Which leaves us with the real question, doesn't it? After all this panic, the hacks, the new laws, the strategic realignments, do we actually end up with stronger security controls for this new infrastructure? Or do we just get another week of high-minded policy talk and then go right back to trusting the goblins in the basement? We'll see.